Welcome back, everyone, to Complete Aviation Solutions.
Right.
This is Deep Dive number 38.
38.
And today we're looking at some recent developments in the aviation industry.
Yes.
We've got a couple news stories and a report that cover a few different sectors like airline maintenance strategies, expanding air cargo infrastructure.
Okay.
And we're also looking at how the industry was responding to some recent challenges.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's a good mix.
it is a really good mix. So let's just jump into it. I think this first one is pretty interesting. There's a multi-year agreement
Oh, yeah.
between AAR and Cebu Pacific Air.
This is a big one. What really stands out to me is how it builds on their existing relationship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this new agreement is all about AAR providing maintenance and repair and overhaul services
Okay.
for nacelles.
Nacelles.
Yeah, the housing around the engines.
Right, of course.
Specifically for Cebu Pacific's A320 fleet,
Okay.
the ones with the CFM 56-5B engines.
So there's a very specific agreement
It is.
for a specific component and engine type. Interesting.
Yeah, and all the work will be done at AAR's facility in Chonburi, Thailand.
So they're choosing a facility in the Asia-Pacific region. That's interesting.
Yeah, and like I said, this isn't the first time they've worked together. AAR's already been supplying them with USM, used serviceable material
Okay.
for overhauls of those same engines.
Right.
And they've also been managing warranties and keeping an eye on repair costs through their Air and Mar subsidiary.
And that
Then,
says like,
well, it's a service that helps airlines with all the complexities of their maintenance agreements and costs.
I see. So it sounds like they're already pretty familiar with each other.
Yeah, this new nacelle agreement is like a natural next step.
It does make you think that Cebu Pacific values not just the services, but the partnership too, right?
Absolutely.
Like the stuff we have here says that Cebu Pacific is really focused on shared values,
Right.
maintenance quality,
Yeah.
turnaround time, and competitive rates.
Makes sense. And for AAR, they're talking about being proud of this expanded relationship
Okay.
and their ability to offer innovative and timely solutions in the Asia-Pacific region.
So they're focusing on this region specifically,
It seems like it.
which could be a smart move for them strategically.
Oh, yeah. They can be closer to their customers and understand their needs better.
Definitely. And it shows how important it is to have strong MRO capabilities in different parts of the world.
Absolutely.
We also got some background on these companies.
Yeah.
AR is a global aerospace and defense company.
With a huge footprint.
Operations in over 20 countries.
Wow.
Their headquarters are near Chicago, but they're definitely a global player.
And their services are pretty impressive.
Yeah, they cover a lot.
Parts supply.
Repair and engineering,
Integrated solutions.
even expeditionary services.
It's a lot.
It really is. And Cebu Pacific, they're the leading airline in the Philippines.
A real success story.
Started back in 1996 with a low-fare, great value model. And they've flown over 200 million passengers since then.
That's incredible.
It is. They've got the widest domestic network in the Philippines.
How many destinations?
35.
Wow.
Plus 25 international destinations across Asia, Australia, and the Middle East.
That's huge.
So yeah, they need reliable maintenance to keep all those planes in the air.
This agreement with AAR makes a lot of sense then.
Totally. Okay, let's move on to
To cargo.
cargo. There's this memorandum of understanding between SATs and Vietnam Airlines.
Yeah, this is all about the future of air cargo in Vietnam.
Okay.
They're going to build and operate a brand new air cargo terminal
Where?
at the new Long Thanh International Airport,
Long thing.
LTAA.
Got it.
And they signed the MAMU back in March 2025.
So they're serious about this.
Oh, yeah, they're investing in expanding cargo infrastructure.
This airport sounds massive. It's like 35 kilometers from Ho Chi Minh City, right?
Right, and it's being built because the current airport,
Yeah, since I'm not.
yeah, that one is way too crowded.
Makes sense. They need more space. So this new airport is a big upgrade for the whole region.
Huge upgrade. And it's going to be built in phases.
Okay.
The first phase should be operational in the second half of 2026.
2026.
And even then, it'll be able to handle 25 million passengers
25 million.
and 1.2 million tons of cargo every year.
That's a lot of people and a lot of stuff.
It is.
And eventually, by 2050, they're aiming for 100 million passengers and 5 million tons of cargo.
Oh.
Those are some serious numbers.
Serious numbers. And this partnership between SAAS and Vietnam Airlines,
Yeah.
they're the ones who are going to make this happen.
So what does each company bring to the table?
Well, SATS has tons of experience in air logistics,
Okay.
and they have this massive global network.
Right.
And Vietnam Airlines, they're ambitious.
In what way?
Well, they want to launch Vietnam's first all-freighter airline.
That's a big goal.
Big goal. They're trying to become a major player in the global cargo market.
I see.
They're thinking big.
I like it.
It's a smart move. Vietnam's economy is growing fast,
Yeah.
and they need the infrastructure to support that growth.
So this isn't just about building a new terminal, right?
Mhm.
It's about improving things across the board.
Exactly. They're working on ground handling,
Cargo handling,
developing new logistics solutions,
like trucking.
trucking, yeah, and maybe even middle mile services through SATs and their partners.
So they're creating a more efficient supply chain.
Yeah, end-to-end solutions.
Seamless.
Seamless. They're also talking about sharing best practices and using new technologies.
So they're modernizing their operations.
Absolutely.
And SATS is all in on this.
They're excited.
They've got the expertise in cargo terminals and ground handling.
Years of experience.
So they'll be a valuable partner for Vietnam Airlines.
For sure. And Vietnam Airlines, they're already a big player with over 93 aircraft.
90.
Flying to more than 22 domestic destinations and 30 international ones.
So this cargo partnership is a natural progression for them.
A natural progression. It puts them in a strong position for the future.
I agree. Okay, let's talk about how the industry is dealing with some of those challenges we mentioned.
Okay.
Queensland, Australia, they've been hit with some pretty bad weather lately.
Yeah, southeast Queensland got slammed with heavy rain and strong winds.
From that cyclone.
Ex-tropical Cyclone Alfred.
Right.
And before that, North Queensland had some serious flooding.
Not good.
Not good at all. It's definitely affected travel and tourism.
Of course, people don't want to go on vacation when there's a natural disaster.
Exactly. So the Queensland government is trying to reassure everyone. They're saying that the state is open and welcoming visitors.
That's good.
And that it's still an incredible holiday destination.
They're trying to get people back.
They are. They're highlighting how resilient the communities are.
And they're working with the airlines too, right?
Big time. Qantas, Jetstar, and Virgin Australia are all going to be offering discounted fares to Queensland.
Over the next 4 weeks?
Yep.
That's a good way to get people interested again.
It is. Price is always a big factor when people are planning trips.
For sure. So it looks like they're doing a lot to bring back tourists.
They are. They've got a campaign called Too Great to Wait.
Catchy.
It is.
And they're offering special deals on their website.
Smart.
Plus, the regional tourism organizations are running their own campaigns too.
Like Experience Gold Coast and Visit Sunshine Coast.
It makes sense to focus on specific areas.
Yeah, some parts of Queensland weren't affected as badly as others.
Right, so they can highlight those areas.
Exactly. They're showing people that there are still amazing places to visit.
It sounds like a really coordinated effort.
It is. The government is working closely with the airlines.
And they're using targeted marketing.
Lots of special deals, too.
They're making it easy for people to choose Queensland for their next vacation.
Smart move. And it makes sense when you think about how much tourism contributes to the economy.
How much?
$95 million a day.
Wow, that's huge.
It is.
Yeah.
So getting tourism back on track is a big priority.
This is a good example of how connected everything is.
Absolutely.
When one part of the industry is affected.
It has ripple effects.
Yeah. And it takes a coordinated effort to get things back to normal.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. So we've seen how airlines are working together,
To improve maintenance.
how they're expanding their cargo capability.
And how they're supporting tourism.
It's a complex industry.
For sure. But it's also an industry that's constantly adapting and evolving.
And that's what keeps the world connected.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So that's it for this deep dive. We hope you found it informative.
We'll be back soon with more insights into the world of aviation.
Until then, safe travels, everyone.